Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm your intuitive host Erin, and the weekend is approaching and we will be reading for all 12 signs to reveal the upcoming energies for everybody. Please take a moment to support this channel by liking and subscribing. And now let's begin with our Capricorns. Starting with the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So the Wheel of Fortune is wonderful for the weekend. Definitely speaks to things changing, continually moving with a positive forward motion. Just the Wheel of Fortune, being able to roll with what might be happening for you this weekend. Seeing the challenge here of the Ace of Swords for you, Capricorn, that representing that breakthrough, being able to reach a fair resolution to a conflict. So this change, these being able to move forward into whatever is happening for you this week, it looks like you're going to come to a good resolution with that. And then with the Pentacles there representing that money, saying that this might be something that's going to achieve balance for you financially, something that is going to help you with the with what you're going through this a tumultuous weekend for you, Capricorn. With the Wheel of Fortune, not saying negative so much, but definitely lots of changes for you this week and lots of challenge involving finances. So take this weekend to maybe reevaluate when you actually have some quiet times. That's the weekend you can make quiet time for yourself. So I say you do that this weekend. Collect yourself and get yourself together so that you can meet this financial challenge that's coming up for you. So that is what I see for my Capricorns. Now let's move on to Virgo. For Virgo, we have the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So some nice strong cards here. Lots of action for you this weekend, Virgo. Knowing that you have that meticulous nature, seeing this action coming at you with the King of Wands representing leadership and being a natural leader, and then the Seven of Wands with being able to have success despite criticism or opposition. So you are going to be an extremely strong leader this weekend. Seeing that Knight of Pentacles there, the Knight represents good luck on the horizon with business or career goals or things that are what you're aiming toward, something for work or money. So with the Seven of Wands, we saw that was saying about having success. So be sure that you are keeping faith in yourself. You want to just know that you will have that, have the upper hand, more or less. You will be able to accomplish what you need to with the Pentacles, with money. Don't know if that speaks to you, having to do something to deal with work this weekend, Virgo. Dedicated as you are, I don't see that you would be doing that this weekend. So just lots of forward movement for finances. So I don't see it being working over the weekend, but definitely moving towards something that will increase your finances, make you stronger financially. So Virgo, on the lookout for possibly a business venture, something that will make you financially better off. Now we have our Taurus, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So a little bit a balance of pretty much everything here except money. So we don't have money involved in your weekend. Taurus doesn't mean anything bad, but it does. It is interesting. But with the Ten of Wands, an action card, the Ten of Wands is speaking to being a workaholic. So the fact that a Pentacles card isn't involved here is good. Work might be on your mind or in the forefront, but you're going to be able to release that and enjoy your weekend, Taurus, because you have to get away from that practical nature sometimes and realize that this is the weekend. You should be relaxing. The Knight of Swords, your challenge card, also speaks to very rational and logical solutions for whatever problems might be coming up for you this weekend. So going to be very rigid for you this weekend, but try to relax, not think about work. Be very relaxation and peace oriented this week, Taurus. And then with that emotional cup, the emotional card, the Nine of Cups, it's speaking to wish fulfillment and happiness, just a feeling of contentment and being happy with what you are presented with, feeling like there's almost like there's magic in the air. So it's going to be a good weekend to just relax. This is saying you should chill, Taurus. Enough with work, enough with worrying about what you can and cannot control this weekend. Just enjoy the little things. Give yourself that sense like magic is in the air. Be good to yourself this weekend, Taurus. You deserve it. Obviously, from these cards, you do work hard. Next, we have our Aries. So for the Aries, starting with Temperance, so that moderation and balance already coming into play. We have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. So as I said, with Temperance, you're already practicing that moderation that gives you that balance, cooperation that can create success. And then we have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups, which would lead one to believe it's going to be a romantic weekend for you, or a very emotional one, Aries. So with the King of Cups, we have the good feelings abound. Very positive influences are in play. And then we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups speaks to making a decision to make a change for the better, and that nature is a perfect setting for that. So that says, let's go to the park, let's go hiking, let's get outdoors. And from what I hear, this weekend is supposed to be beautiful. So Aries, you should be outside this weekend, communing with nature, and using your using that sense of impulsiveness to just get up and go. It's perfect time. If you own an SUV, use it this weekend, Aries. And now we have our Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We have the World. So right off the bat with the World, it speaks to joy and happiness. So this is going to be a very pleasant weekend for you, Sagittarius. Your optimistic nature already speaks to pretty much making a good day, a bad day a good day anyway. But this weekend seems like it's going to be very, very positive and happy, and just a great weekend for you. The Queen of Wands, a high action card. The Queen of Wands speaks to that sense of accomplishment and hanging out with, getting advice from, chilling with someone that you really admire and care about. You have that Queen of Wands where she is that person for you. Then you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is giving you that sense where you can understand a complex situation. So perhaps in this very wonderful weekend where you're just looks like just hanging out with either a girl or the girls. If you have a group of friends, this might be a weekend where they're going to help you make some decisions and figure something out while just having a very chill and beautiful weekend. So Sagittarius, it is going to be a very, very nice weekend for you. And also getting some business taken care of, I bet. Getting some decisions made with your girlfriends. Or your guy friends. Could be a guy, but we're thinking girls are going to be helping you guys. you males out there. So next we have our Leo. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So lots of money in your weekend read, Mr. and Mrs. Leo, our extravagant folks. So the fact that money is prevalent this weekend, that is very good, because with that nature, the extravagant nature, finances are definitely something that's important to you. So with the Seven of Pentacles leading the pack, the Seven of Pentacles speaks to perseverance and being patient with something that you have been working toward, reaping what you sow. So this weekend, some good news about money is going to happen for you with that. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, it represents that peace and tranquility. So very stable and positive weekend for you as far as money goes. That might even mean that you're not going to do anything this weekend. You're just going to relax. But we have the Chariot, and the Chariot represents travel. So so perhaps it's going to be a weekend that will pay for itself. A situation where maybe you're doing something that is in the end going to bring you revenue. So if you own a house, maybe it's a time, maybe you might be thinking about turning that into an Airbnb or a tour guide. I did that for a while. It was really, really fun, and it was a very cool way to see a lot of awesome things for free, and actually even get paid for it. So that might be what it's saying to you, Leo. So that might, that creative nature, your creativity might be piqued by that. So a lucrative weekend involving travel. So that's what the cards are holding for Leo this week. And now we have our Aquarius. We have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So very interesting, all that money, and then we have love. So with the Three of Pentacles, that card is speaking to success in business and career. So this is a card that's definitely talking about something with the weekend, but an upswing in enthusiasm and productivity. So what that means to me, Aquarius, is that your weekend is going to be very relaxing. It's going to be very that is how you're going to increase your productivity or money, by making sure that this weekend is just a recharge weekend, something that you, that most of us desperately need. So getting some true relaxation this weekend is what's going to happen for you. And then with the King of Pentacles, representing economic power, but generosity also. You're going to be able to accomplish things this weekend, even though you're relaxing. So probably staying close to home then, if you're going to be accomplishing things, but still getting some rest and some R&R, you will probably be hanging out at home this weekend, just relaxing. Very chill weekend for you. And then with the Lovers represent obviously love, and being able to see the other person, see what they need. So since you're going to be at home, this would probably be with your family or your loved one. And so that would say that we are speaking to that, being able to just balance yourself with someone else and accomplish that nice relaxing weekend. So not a chaotic weekend, not a busy weekend, but a very relaxing weekend at home with your family and your loved ones. And also with that, being able to accomplish getting that relaxation to recharge you for the week. So a good start to your week this weekend will be. Then we have our Geminis. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups. So we have that action with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is speaking to discovery and having a reliable partner. So that would speak to the Ace of Cups, representing love for you. And then a fresh start also. So this weekend might be a good time to rejuvenate or rekindle your relationship with your partner. And then we have the Ten of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, it represents relief and the ability to move on. So this weekend will be a very cleansing weekend for you emotionally with your partner. I would say this is going to be like a nice emotional weekend for you, Gemini. Maybe spending more time with that partner, but definitely don't see a lot of challenge. I think that action is going to be more involved for you with the love. So spend time with your partner this weekend, Gemini. Now for our Libras, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. So we have that Two of Cups, which speaks to partnership. More often than not, in this case, it's going to be a romantic partnership. The Ace of Wands represents inspiration and potential new beginnings. So growth and expansion. So this weekend, I'm saying that Libras are going to be able to embrace their love of love and be able to invest more time in their partner. That expansion and growth is actually speaking to your relationship. And then with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands represents it also speaks to romance or marriage. So it's going to be a very emotional, very romantic weekend for you, Libra. So keep an eye out for that, because you know that we love that whole thought of love. So this is going to be a very lovey-dovey weekend for you. So if you already have somebody, they're going to be, I would say, more attentive, more what you need. And then if you don't have someone, maybe you'll meet someone this weekend, Libra. So good weekend for romance for our Libras. And then we have the Cancer. For Cancers, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, and we have Strength. So lots of love in your weekend, Cancer, but with that strength, it also says that this is going to be something that is going to require your ability to lead and be in control, but with love and with confidence and love instead of brute force. So you are going to be able to charm and convince and be diplomatic and get people to see things the way that you do. See what you want them to see what you want them to see. With the Three of Cups, that represents friendship. So this is probably going to be a weekend where you actually spend some time with your friends. The Page of Cups also represented here. The Page of Cups speaks to guidance and creativity, but very strongly to friendship. So yeah, this is going to be a weekend where you do something with your friends. Because of the strength and that being the leader, I'm thinking that it might be a soul-searching weekend. So if you haven't been out with your friends in a while, or you haven't been active with them a lot lately, this is probably going to be kind of that not hashing it out weekend, but a weekend where you guys really connect again. So definitely seek out your inner circle, Cancer. It's time for you to be more social with your friends this week, and just check them out, see how they are. If you haven't seen your friends in a while, this is the weekend to reconnect with them. That's what this is saying to me for this weekend for our Cancers. And then we have Pisces. With our Pisces, very dreamy and imaginative. So hopefully this weekend taps into that. You're able to do something that you enjoy, Pisces. But the cards are looking like that might not be the case. Simply because I see the Hermit here, and the Hermit usually represents isolation, but it can also mean just needing to walk your own path, needing to be able to say, you know what, this weekend, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I'm thinking that could very much be. But we have the Six of Cups, which is an emotional card, but it's speaking to nostalgia. So maybe this is a time this weekend, possibly reflecting, maybe finally going through that box of old family pictures. That's definitely nostalgic, and definitely would make you realize how positive your past is, how much happiness you've had in your life. Time to take stock of that. And then, of course, we already know that would make you, it will bring a sense of happiness. So even though you are isolated, you are on your own, this is something that, and actually I think that's a really cool thing to do alone sometimes, is go through the family archives or go through pictures from when you were in high school. So this is going to be a weekend of past reflection for you, Pisces. I really feel that. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles represents new opportunities for advancement and possibly a financial goal. So all of these put together, I would say, I don't know that you're going to have that whole financial goal, but I think that the Pentacles in this case could just represent your overall financial well-being, and that is definitely going to be fine. It's going to be a weekend of reflection. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be doing something that is self-involved. I think you're going to have just a nice, peaceful, all about me weekend. So nothing wrong with that, Pisces. That is what I'm seeing for you this weekend. And then we have our Scorpios, our fabulous Scorpios. So that being said, let's see what we have to say. Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be a good money weekend for you, Scorpio. And let's see here, Seven of Swords and Emperor. So there's going to be a strong male influence in your life this weekend. Obviously someone who you think very highly of, consider almost a father figure. So spending the weekend with, in this case, I think it would probably even be more than just the one man. I think I'm feeling men in general, men that you gather influence from, you gather energy and inspiration from. So this might be a guy's weekend. With the Seven of Swords, you would be using your strategy and your cunning, your stealth this weekend. So that kind of makes me think about laser tag or games. So definitely time with your guys, time with your boys this weekend, or time with your girls this weekend. But because it is the Emperor, men are going to figure very strongly in this. I know that for you to be able to appreciate the opposite sex, it's good to spend a lot of time with them. So definitely you definitely need a strong male figure or men around this weekend. So feeling like it's going to, I have that feeling, like things like playing laser tag, playing paintball, something that's a very guy activity, but you're just going to be hanging out doing that this weekend, something fun like that. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles represents abundance and a material well-being. So so whatever you're doing this weekend is going to be something that's going to benefit you materially. So it's going to have a very positive outcome for you in the financial realm. So not necessarily like team building at work, but maybe getting to know a new partner, someone who you might consider doing business with, someone who can cause you to have more financial success and more connection. So maybe it's going to be a weekend with some colleagues. So not necessarily a work weekend, but a weekend involving work, if that makes sense to you, Scorpio. So that is what the cards see for you this week. So thank you for joining me this week. Please like and subscribe my channel. And remember, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you, Scorpio.